Welcome to this session. And first of all, what I would like to express my gratitude and celebrate the International HR Professional Day. And here I would definitely like to express big thank you for HR professionals, also researchers and also students for fostering the climate of inclusion, which is very difficult to implement diversity and collective actions within the organization. And I would like maybe to ask you, everybody, if you are a HR practitioner, maybe you can add to the chat. Are you a researcher or are you a student? If you could use the chat just to introduce yourself. If you like to add your sort of the area of expertise, this would be really nice just to see how diverse we are attending the event. Great, thank you. Also organization, if you like, all three. Ross, perfect. Yeah, thank you, Tessie. A practitioner. Okay. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, Jason, thank you very much. Anybody else? So we do have a mixture of if you would like to introduce yourself, Johnny, yeah, Michael, Teresa, this would be great, and your paste, yeah, this would be great. Here, as you can see, we do have different exactly human capital. The majority, as you can see, are practitioners, which is excellent because the topic today is a practitioner. I would like to ask you another question related to our topic. How do you feel about implementing HR policies generally, particularly if it comes to the inclusion and diversity, also the green agenda in relation to common good HRM? How do you feel? Is it something which is easy to implement, or do you maybe already could say what policy would it be, so roughly? What policies would maybe call common good HRM policies?
Is that in relation to inclusion?
Exactly. So this is what. Yeah. So this is the general question. So which policy would you call common good HRM policies?
I think I would say that all people-related policies are common good policies. It depends on how you, because they're all about people, and the policies are to guide and serve people, guide managers, guide employees on how to navigate their workplaces.
Yeah, good idea. And yeah, very good point. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, please go ahead. If someone would like to put a message as a sort of some ideas in the chat, this would be great. Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, I was just going to say, because Tessie and I work together in the People Services Department of the Open University. So we're HR practitioners, and part of our portfolio does include equity, inclusion and diversity. And I think in terms of how I feel about it, I think that there's the constant ongoing challenge of making sure that inclusion and diversity are mainstreamed in everybody's responsibility. There's often the challenge of people thinking, and Tessie will be able to attest to this, oh, Tessie, you're the EDI lead, so you do EDI for us. Whereas the challenge is constantly reminding people and making sure that people develop inclusive practices and all take responsibility for EDI. It doesn't just sit with the people who have it in their job title.
Great, Sean. This is really good description. Absolutely. So actually, it would be not easy. Also, integration policy. Exactly. Rosalia mentioned it's also integration policies. Any other views also? So it's basically EDI policies would be HR, common good HRM policies, right? So this is Sean what I understood, right? Any other views? Well-being policy.
I think that's a big question which we have got at this moment to know what common good HRM might mean in practice. There are some surveys out there where I sometimes wonder, are they measuring sustainable human resource management or common good human resource management? I think an important differentiator is the inside out, outside in notion, because what a lot of companies are doing or have done in the context of also of SDGs or now with ESG is basically they try to justify their policies in these terms. So, for example, they are saying they help to overcome the inequality which women face in the world. They try to overcome that. They try to overcome the difficulties which people have to access training and qualifications, and they do it by offering training to the workforce. They do it by fostering the promotion of their women to management positions. But I'm not so sure whether with these traditional policies which are good and which are important, they are really able to solve the problems. The world is changing, so something more needs to be done, and then common good HRM comes in. So in the moment, I'm trying to find common good HRM in firms which have a dual purpose and which would like to make a contribution to the world. And for doing this, they change their business models and they change their HR practices.
Absolutely, Michael. This is, I think it's you spot on, and it leads actually me to the next slide. Thank you for this sort of bridge to actually questioning. So our strategic HRM and also sustainable HRM actually delivers what the people would expect and actually mitigate the inequalities. And this is what I think would be good to give you some allocation basically to a bit of theory, let's put it this way. So from the evolution of HR, as you see on the slide, so or majority of the companies are sort of located in the strategic HRM, which literally sort of gives so that the strategic direction, and then obviously much to the organizational goals. This is exactly what we have. If it's a goal is a profit maximization, obviously we are streaming all the HR functions and also policies around this particular area. But then if it comes to the current state of the sustainable, so the other type of organizations are sort of focusing on the sustainable HRM, which are so, for example, like Sean and Tacy mentioned, also tackle a particular inequalities issues. And like Michael said, this is the seminal work of Ostenthal. So together the colleagues Ina Ost, Michael Mühlengraben, who is author of this paper, and also our friend Brian Matthews. So they propose the classification of the sustainable HRM, which includes the social responsible HRM, green HRM,